Oh no. Philip, what did you do now?
Nothing. I am excited.
We don't have time for this. We need to finish packing if we are going to be out of here by noon.
That is why I am excited.
Because we don't have a place to live. Because you sold the house to someone you thought was a god. Tell me when I guess right.
I am excited for this opportunity. We get to shed off this world of technology and overdependence on luxuries and reconnect with nature.
You have got to be kidding.
No, seriously, honey. This will be good for the soul.
You sound like a romanticist.
Excuse me?
A romanticist. A romanticist, as defined by the Oxford English Dictionary, states that Romanticism is a style and movement in art, music and literature in the late 18th and early 19th century in which strong feelings, imagination and a return to nature were more important than reason, order and intellectual ideas. Basically that by being a romanticist you are too wrapped up in getting in touch with your spirit in nature that you have neglected reason. We're losing our house, our home, and you don't seem to care.
Oh honey, don't fret. This will be good for us.
You said that same thing when you thought you met a god.
This is different. There is nothing wrong with reconnecting with nature. Ralph Waldo Emerson, in his essay Nature, once said that I am the lover of uncontained and immortal beauty. In the wilderness, I find something more dear and connect than in streets or villages. In the tranquil landscape, and especially in the distant line of the horizon, man beholds something as beautiful as his own nature.
So, living on the streets, we're going to have some life-changing epiphany?
Yes. Because, by reconnecting with nature, we are in fact getting in touch with ourselves. We are discovering that we too are beautiful because we too are natural.
You sound like a character from Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance.
That a bad thing?
Do not tell me that you have never read it.
I have, but what does that have to do with me?
Plenty. You have too much in common with the narrator.
What about him?
The narrator is a man who got sick when he became obsessed with an idea. So deep was his obsession that he had to physically distract himself by focusing on the nature around him as he took a cross-country road trip on a motorcycle.
And your point is?
That it is not healthy. You're obsessed with this idea of getting back to nature that you delude in yourself. Richard Atradino states in his article, Irony and Earnestness in Robert Pissig's Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance that the human mind is inevitably a sense-making machine, that eventually it will rationalize any sensory experience and force it into a place in some conceptual order. Basically that you're looking at us being kicked out of our house as an opportunity because you don't want to realize the truth that we're now homeless.
Honey, it's not all that bad. The narrator in that story went crazy. He was a schizophrenic who lost touch with reality. I'm not going to suddenly develop a split personality. Or will I? You be quiet. Nature is exactly what the doctor ordered for us. Being kicked out of the house was only the nudge that we needed to finally do it.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, because in Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance the two characters John and Sylvia are true romantics. They hate the idea of maintaining a bike because anything to do with valves and shafts and wrenches is a part of the dehumanized world that they would rather not think about. That's what this house is. Only a reminder of the dehumanizing city that we can now finally escape from. Good point. I agree, she's got nothing to get back at us now. We have made a solid argument that she cannot combat. Yes, we did. Honey?
I want a divorce.